guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a little bit of something different. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on the look that I'm wearing today. And then we'll be back to my normal content of cleaning motivation, decorating, and also some DIYs thrown in there. So if you enjoy this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up so that I know maybe to do another makeup look. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I already have all of my moisturizer as well as my sunscreen. And this is the sunscreen that I normally use. It's the Neutrogena Healthy Defense, and it is the broad spectrum of 50. I think that's super important to do as we age. We really need to protect our skin, and that's the first step to looking nice. Most of the things that I have read, you really need to use at least a half a teaspoon for your face and your neck, because if not, you're actually cutting the SPF in half. And so we want 50 so that we're protected from all the UV rays. So the first thing I'll do is go ahead and start with my foundation. This is the foundation that I like, and it is the CYO, and my color is 105. I also have 103, and this is super great for dry skin. This one is the only one that doesn't cake and really settle into my line, so I really like it. I'm going to use about a pump and a half. So what I have found as I age is that less is more. So I'm just gonna take the BS Mall face, and this is the flat brush. So what I'm gonna do is just take and pounce that in, and then I'm going to hit my trouble areas, because I have some areas of redness from rosacea on my nose, and then also on my cheeks. And so what I do is just pounce that on those areas. I like to just blend it in and get a little bit more, and I just do a little on my forehead. Now, before I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism, I started getting melasma. So if that's something that you're dealing with and it's not from pregnancy or something like that, you may want to go ahead and get that checked out, get your blood work done, make sure that it isn't, you know, thyroid problem, a hormonal problem, because that very well may be the problem for your melasma. I know it is also hereditary. And I think the most important thing is to really blend. So next, I usually go ahead and do my brows. If you can see here, my brows don't come in like the books say that they should. Normally you put something against your nostril and put up straight, like so. And mine are about, I would say 3 millimeters from that. So what I like to use is the Anastasia DIPBROW Pomade, and it's in Taupe. And I like to use this type of brush. And I'll get up close here so that you can kind of tell what I'm doing. And I just take and make brush strokes that are similar to how your hair would grow. And as I work towards my nose, I try to soften the color, and then I just take it flat, and this kind of just holds down the brows rather than adding like any color. And so that's how they look. Of course, they're not twins. We don't want them to look like twins. We want them to look like maybe some sisters. So there's the brows. So after brows, then I like to do a little bit of bronzer. And what I have for bronzer is the NYX. I actually got this on Amazon. I will link it. I actually took this one out and this, and I have it in a smaller like little container. So here it is. I took it out and it's called Taupe. And here, because I already have such a slim face, if I do contouring, I actually tend to look sickly and like that I am emaciated. So what I like to do is take a brush like this. It's the Real Techniques brush. It's a sculpting brush. But I like to just dab a little, blow a little off, and then I like to go right on my cheekbone. Because if you remember, anything that you add darkness to, it's going to push it in. Anything you add like a highlight, it's going to bring it out. So if you want your features to pop, then you want to highlight. If you want them to recede, then you want to add some darkness. So with my cheekbones being so high and then underneath being like sunken in, I like to go on top of the cheekbone, almost like blush. You're trying to hit the areas that the sun would naturally hit. And then also with this, I'm also trying to conceal that my cheekbones are so like apple-y. I know a lot of people like that. And so you would just do basically the opposite of what I'm doing. So you would put the contour or your bronzer. Bronzer, you would probably just do what I'm doing, like around in the hairline, just so that you look like you've been sun-kissed. Contour, you would take and put maybe like a darker gray tinge, and it would go under here like a shadow. And then the next thing that I do is I get like a little bit of a fluffier brush. This one is just an angled face brush. I like how it is angled. I think that really puts on your blush nice. And the blush that I'll be using is the Tarte blush. It's the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour blush, and it is the color Captivating. And I'm really enjoying like a peachy pink. And then I want to do just on the apples of my cheeks, and then blending down and then bring it down. So that's all for the face. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on the eyeshadow. So the palette that I'll be using is the MAC. This is a cool palette, and this is for the eye and the face, and it has 12 eyeshadows. And here it is. This is one of my favorites, and if you haven't seen that video, be sure to check it out. I'll link it above. I'm gonna go ahead and use this color for my crease. And what I'm gonna do is just use a big fluffy brush that has like a taper around. I'm just gonna pick up from that. So you're going to take the brush and hold it a little bit lower. And then I like to lift your head up and really place that in your crease, and you basically make little circles and then just buff this color right above and then right directly in your crease. And then I'm going to take a flat brush like this, and I'm going to use this color and put that above my crease. And then I'm also going to put that on my lid. And you kind of just pack it on. And then to add a little bit of definition into your corner, I'm going to go ahead and dip into the purple here. I'm just going to roll and then tap. And then with this, I'm going to just put it right in the corner and then drag down. And then also drag it over. and then just kind of make a little circular motions and fan it out like that. Okay, and then what I like to do is use this shimmer shade that's kind of has a silvery look, and I use my finger, and then I will just dab that right in the center to the corner, and then work it to the center of the eye. Now, I don't like to add dark under here. I think it just brings my eye down. And so I like to have a more uplifted look. So I'm going to take the liner from Kat Von D. It's the Tattoo Liner. It's waterproof liquid eyeliner. It's this. And the tip is very flexible. And so you kind of got to get used to that if you're used to more of the felt pen. So what I like to do is to hold the liner like this, and then shut the eye, and then just make little marks along the eyelash line. And then before getting to the very edge, then I like to just take and wisp it up, and then I come back and build a wing, basically a baby wing, like that. So I'll go ahead and do it on the other side. And a liquid liner, it's just something you have to practice. If you like to, you can take an angle brush, a lot like this, and use a darker shade in your eyeshadows and apply that so that it's not going to be as harsh. And you can start that way and then add into the liquid liner, or, you know, develop your technique and then work with the liquid after that. So next I'll apply some mascara, and it's the Voluminous L'Oreal. What I like to do is to look down, place the wand as close to my eyelashes as possible, kind of close my eye, and then wiggle up and pull up. Really wiggle in the eyelash line. And then for the bottom eyelash, I like to tilt my head down so you don't get it on your cheeks. Lay the brush and wiggle down, and then just try to coat each lash and not worry so much about the ends, because if you get it too thick on the ends, sometimes you'll look like a spider. So this is how I do it. And again, I don't like to add too much darkness under my eyes. I want them to look fresh and youthful. And if you ever get a little mascara on you, let it dry, then take a cotton swab like I have right here, and then just wipe that off. So last but not least, we'll go ahead and put the MAC Prep and Prime. Love this as a primer for my lips. My lips are so dry in the winter, and especially they just seem to stay dry. I'm just gonna put that on. And then I'm gonna use the MAC lipstick. I really like this color for winter. And just apply that. And because it's so matte, I really like to add a shimmer. And so one of my favorite lip glosses is the CoverGirl, but it's just glossy, has a little bit of shimmer. Okay, so that is the final look. I hope that you enjoyed putting this look together with me. Of course, I'm not a professional makeup artist. This is just what I've learned to do with my dry skin and basically my face. So if you've enjoyed this type of video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up. It'll let me know if you'd like to see maybe a different makeup look in the future. So I'll be going back to my regular content of cleaning motivation and decorating and DIYs for your home decor. So be sure to check back if you're interested in that. I hope to see you back, and until next time, bye. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.